Hello guys, welcome back to your new tutorial. This is going to be a third tutorial on a Android sensor tutorial series. So we have already covered accelerometer, that is the basic building block of the sensor programming in Android mobile. So in this tutorial we are going to cover almost every sensor. Yes, you have heard it right. Almost every sensor. So we have here three texts, right, in a relative layout. So the text for the x, y and the z value, right? So for the x, y and z value, what we are going to do here, we are going to take here, let's see what I can do. I can make this relative layout into uh, linear layout, and then I can put these into uh, yes, let's make it into linear layout. Okay, so let's make it into linear layout. What I can do, I can make it into uh, a linear layout, and let's wrap the content, and let's also wrap the content. Okay, and let's put the orientation. Let's put orientation vertically, right? And let's place all these sensors inside this linear layout. Okay, so now how it will place all these sensors here linearly, right? So what we can do here, we can make its width, let's say the 200, I think 200 sp. 200 sp is very much. Let's make it only 100. Yes, I think we can adjust in 100. Okay, so let's make it 100 sp. Sorry, 100 sp. And let's remove this below. Okay, perfect. Oh, sorry, it must be the horizontal, not vertical. Right. Okay. Now another things what we can do, we can remove this margin from top. Okay. Perfect. Great. And here we can also remove this margin from top, and we can remove it too. So here we have three text, okay, one by one, and we can also make its width to 100 sp. Perfect. Now let's see if we run it, how it will look like into our mobile. So this is for accelerometer. See here how it is looking like. It's a fantastic. X, Y and Z value is coming. Okay, perfect. I don't think you have any problem with this. Okay, great. Now what we need to do here? Now we need to make it for our pressure, light, accelerometer, temperature, humidity, gravity, gyroscope, magnetic sensors and proximity, right? So what we can do, we can replace this copy and the paste this linear layout many times, but before that we need to change its ID also. Okay, let's keep it at xyz for the accelerometer, but for for the gyroscope, what we can do for gyroscope, we can do, let's make it for gyroscope uh, x gyro value, we can make it x gyro value, and then we can make it y gyro value, and we can also make it z gyro value, right? Okay, great. So in this linear layout, what we are having here, so we are having our layout at the same place as the previous one. So for that we need to give ID to this linear layout. Okay, so let's give some ID to this linear layout. Okay, so let's give it to second layout, and for the first one let's give it to ID of first layout. Perfect. So the second layout we need to below of the first layout. So what we can do, we can type here the below of first layout. Perfect. Okay, so here see, the first one is here, sorry, the second one is here, and the first one is just above of that one. And we can also give some padding, oh sorry, the margin. So let's give some margin, a little bit margin, let's say only the 10 SP margin. Okay, great. Now much better, much better. So we are done with the gyroscope. Now let's do with the magnetometer. Okay, so what we need to do with the magnetometer here, first of all that we need to change here a third layout, sorry my bad, third layout, right, and it must come to a second layout, and margin is fine, and here we need magneto value, right, magno value, I can say it magno value, and then I can say here y magno value, and then I can see here, say here z magno value, right. So here we have our accelerometer, magnetometer and gyroscope, right. Now we need our pressure sensor, okay, light and other, right. So for that what we can do, we can again put a linear layout here. Okay, so width has wrap content and height has also wrap content, and we can place a orientation. Let's put this orientation as a vertical, and I would like to put a top margin as, let's say, the 10 SP, and then I would like to also give ID to this one as a fourth layout, and I would like to put it below of the third layout, so I can make it a third layout. So ID must be at the rate and ID, right, great. So we have got our layout here for pressure, light and proximity, humidity and the temperature, right. So here we can put our text also. Okay, great. Oh, of course I could have copied this one, okay, without any problem, but I thought let's write it. Yes, so the text weave here we need light, sorry, only light value, let's put it only the light, and then the another one I putting here pressure, and this text weave ID I'm gonna put it temperature, just with the temp, okay, right, and width I can put now the 200 SP, and this width I can also put it 200 SP without any problem, and we can also put it 200 SP, right, and we need one more text weave, I think, for that, temperature and humidity, right. So I think I have covered almost everything, okay. So I have got almost everything here. Now let's check it. sorry, I mean our layout is ready. Now let's code it into main activity .java. So this tutorial is going to be almost 20 or 25 minutes. So it may take a little time. So please bear with me. Okay. So let's define the sensors. Okay. So let's make it private. So the first private sensor is accelerometer. Private sensor. What is happening here? It's not able to resolve this private somehow. Okay, so private sensor. Okay, private sensor accelerometer, and then we need pressure. Okay, so let's write M pressure, and then we, okay, before accelerometer I think I have written there. Let's follow this. Okay, so we can follow it with the accelerometer, and then we can go with a gyroscope and then magnetometer, right? So I need M gyro and then M pressure. Okay, and then sorry, M gyro, and then I need M magno, and after that gyro and magno I have a light, pressure, temperature and humidity, right? So I have M light, M pressure, and then I have M temp and M humid, right? So these are the sensors which I am gonna use and test that. And before that we need to also initialize a lot of text. Okay, so let's start with the gyro. X gyro value, sorry, is equal to the text weave, and then find weave yid r dot id dot x gyro value. So here it is undefined. I have not defined the text weave. Oh, we need to do a lot of things here also. Okay, so please bear with me. This could be x gyro value and then y gyro value and then z gyro value, and xyz has been covered, and now again x magno value, and then I need y magno value, and now we need z magno value. xyz magno value has been covered. Now I need light. Okay, I think for light I have given just light, temp, humidity, etc. Okay, so I need a light and then pressure and then temp and then humid. Perfect. Oh my god, it's too big. Okay, so another one is what I can do. I can copy and paste it 3 times, and then I can make it y, and then again here I can make it y, then I can make it z, and let's replace it with the z. Perfect. Again I can copy all those 3 together, and then I can replace those with the magnometer, right? So what I can do here, x magno, y magno value and z magno value, right? So here x magno value and y magno value and z magno value. So here we have x, y, z, gyroscope, magnetometer and accelerometer x, y, z value. Now we are missing our other 4 sensors. So for that, what we can do? I think now we have our light. Okay, sorry, light, and then we have our pressure, and light, pressure, and now we have our humidity. I think no, the next one is the temp, right? So we have here our temp. Okay, and now we have here a humi. Perfect. So the temperature and the humidity. We have got almost initialized every text wave. Now we need to check whether these sensors are supported by my mobile or not. So how you can do it? That's the very big question. It's very easy. Don't worry about that. So here we have defined our sensors. See, accelerometer, gyro, etc. Now we can check it. If it is null, then it is not supported, and if it is not null, that means it is supported. Here accelerometer is equal to the sensor manager dot get default. Okay, so we can check it very easily. So what I can do here, accelerometer equal to sensor manager dot get default sensor dot type accelerometer. So I can put here if this accelerometer is not is equal to null, then I can put it here. Then I can put this to here, else now x value dot set text accelerometer not supported, right? So the x value dot text accelerometer is not supported. So the same thing we can do with all sensors, right? So let's replace this with as many sensors we have. So this is for accelerometer, then copy paste it for the magnetometer, right? So what we have here, gyro, sorry. So here we have our gyro. I think I did M gyro, right? So we have our M gyro, and we need to change here type underscore with the gyroscope. Okay, and here also we need to check our M gyro. So if M gyro is not null, then it will pass M gyro. Okay, and you can put it the gyro listener, and you can here write the gyro not supported, right? So everything is fine up to this. Okay, and now come to the gyroscope we have done. Now come to the magno. Okay, m dot magno, and here we need type a magnetic field. Okay, and here also we need sensor manager is fine, m magno not equal to null, and we need m magno sensor delay etc. And we can say it here, tell here a magnometer is not supported. Oh, in fact x y z value, we need to do our x y z value. I have just missed x y z, right? So here what we need to do, we need to also set into y value, that means accelerometer is not supported, right? And into the z value also, and the same we need to do here also, means the gyro is not supported into x, y and z. In fact I am making something wrong here. So the x value is corresponding to the accelerometer. I need to make it here x gyro value, and then y gyro value, and then z gyro value, right? And the same thing I need to do here. Okay, x magno value, copy and paste it 3 times, sorry, and then I can make it y magno value and then z magno value. Perfect. I think I need to here registered magnetometer listener. Think we are done with the magneto, accelerometer, gyro and magnetometer. Right. Now what we need to do? Now let's copy it and paste it again here. For the light, the same thing we need to do also. Light. So it's light is equal to the sensor manager and type light. Oh, I think yes, it's a M light. It's a M light. I need to pass here M light. Everything is fine here, and here light sensor listener, and I get rid of XYZ value. I need only here light. Light only has single light, so light you can see not supported. Okay, so again copy it and let's paste it here. Light, and now we need pressure. So this is M pressure. Sorry, it's a pressure. M pressure. M pressure. Okay, on create registered pressure listener. Pressure sensor is not supported. Okay, now we need our temperature sensor. Okay, M temp, and we need here type ambient temperature, M temp, M temp. Okay, temp listener, temp not supported. Let's in last we need for humidity, M humi, type relative humidity and N humi and M humi, right? And here humi is not supported, and here I have to write the humi.set text, and in this temp.set text, and in this pressure.set text, and light is fine. I think now I have initialized every sensor. It was very weak. Now let's check it. Okay, I'm gonna burn it on my mobile. Okay, let's open Visor, and you will see it's still building. Okay, it's installing application. Okay, great. Now if you see here, it is telling XYZ is fine, but pressure is not supported, temperature is not supported, humidity is not supported. Okay, so I think I do not have pressure, temperature and humidity sensor in my mobile, but here you can see we are not getting a gyroscope, magnetometer and light value. Why? Because we have not set that value yet. See here. Okay, light was supported, that's mean it will execute if condition, right? So in this if condition there is no set light.set text. Okay, right? That's why it is not coming. Okay, but if you see in first you will be able to see it will register light listener. Okay, let me show you. See here, it registered accelerometer listener, that means my mobile have accelerometer. Registered gyro listener, my mobile have gyrometer. Registered magnetometer, my mobile have magnetometers, and it also registered light listener. That means my mobile is having these 4 sensors together, right? Now we are going to display those sensor value on my mobile screen, and that thing can be done here, right? But for that we need to do also a lot of things. We need to do a lot of things here. We need to check which type of events has occurred here, right? So we are going to do again a lot of we are going to do again a lot of switch type conditions like that. So what we can do here, we can implement again a lot of if and else conditions. So first of all that we are going to make if. Before that I need to define the sensor here. Sorry, a sensor is equal to sensor event. Sorry, sensor is equal to the event dot sensor. Sensor is equal to sensor event. Sensor is equal to sensor dot sensor event dot sensor. Sensor event dot sensor. Okay. So here we are going to check sensor type. Okay. So what we can do here, sensor dot get type, if it is equal to sensor dot type accelerometer, first of all that, then we are going to execute this one, that is for accelerometer, right? Else if, again if it is not accelerometer, then we will check sensor dot get type, if it is equal to sensor dot type and now the gyroscope, right? So if it is a gyroscope, then we are going to set gyroscope x, y, z value. Okay, x gyro value, y gyro value, and z gyro value. Still, okay, if it is not acceleron and the gyro, then the sensor dot get type equal to sensor dot type we have done with the gyro. Now let's come to the magnetic field. If it's a magnetic field, then we'll come here, x magno value, y magno value, and z magno value. Okay, so x I can say gyro value, and then I think gyro value would make sg value, and I can make yg value, and then zg value, otherwise we will not have a space in our text view. Okay, so x m value, and similarly y m value, and z m value, x y z. Even if it is not that sensor, then we can get type equal to sensor dot type not magnetic field. I need I think it was light. Okay, So it is light now, this time it is light. Light dot set text. Okay, for that we need sensor event dot values and only 0th location, since it do not have many value. Even if it is not light sensor, then we can check for another sensor. That sensor is pressure. Sensor dot, we can go for pressure. Do we have pressure? Yes, here the pressure, and we can copy it, and similarly we can paste it here, and we can go with the pressure. Okay, everything is fine here. Even if it is not pressure, then we need to check it with our temperature sensor. So if it is equal to sensor dot type ambient temperature, right? So for that we need to make it the temp, and this one must be pressure, and this one must be light, pressure and temperature. However, my device do not support light, pressure and the temperature, but still I am writing those codes so that if your device supports, you can test it in your mobile, right? So here again I can get the type, and if type is sensor dot, if type is still, I mean type, it was the temperature, and last one is the humidity. It's a relative humidity. I need to paste it here. Okay, humidity, perfect. Now I think we have done with the everything. We have successfully written this code. However, it was a very long tutorial. I did not expect it would take this much of time to complete this, but it was worth of learning all those things, right? Perfect. Now if you see here, you can see the accelerometer value is coming, and here a gyroscope value is coming. If I rotate it, sorry, let me make it off. So if I rotate it, let me make it clear. So somehow this one was a accelerometer, okay, and this one was a gyroscope value. Let's, okay, and here it was the magnetometer value. Okay, the magnetometer value in x, y and z directions, gyroscope value in x, y, z directions. Light intensity is 1, it's changing 2, 3, 4, you can see there 11. Okay, and if I cover it, now you can see it's going to be 1, and pressure, temperature and humidity is not supported. Perfect. Now we have learned a lot in this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching this one, and stay tuned for the next one. In the next tutorial, I'll show you how you can plot these value in graph. So I will plot these value into the real-time graph. Okay, and you can subscribe this channel so that you can directly get the update into your inbox. Thank you so much. Okay, bye bye, have a nice day.